Welcome to the shores of Canada as we await the Violet Hill GP. The drivers are before the lights, and it is lights out and away we go. Look at that reaction time from our pole sitter, Light in the Mercedes, who storms into turn 1s and 2. R7 is right behind him as Anthony and Jimbo make slight contact coming out of the exit of turns 2. Apple is playing bumper cars with the cars around him. Mr. Bryan is just trying to survive, but he fails to do so. He gets taken out by one of the Mercedes as the safety car is called. Stefan actually taking out one of the cars in front of him even after the safety car comes out. I believe it was Staffen de Sauber who was victim of the Williams. Already here at lap 1 at Violet Hill, so much chaos as the safety car goes in. Light dictates the pace. He leads R7 and Anthony and Jimbo, and it looks like Light is putting pedal to the metal, and we are racing once again as the field approaches the final corner. As we enter now the next lap, Jimbo is going to go side by side with the Ferrari of Anthony, but it looks like Anthony has the advantageous line going into turns 1 and 2. Jimbo actually hits the Ferrari, propelling the Ferrari forward a little bit, leaving him vulnerable to his own teammate. It is Jimbo, the F2 champ, against Tuzi, the multi-time F1 race winner. Tuzi slips into 4th position, stealing that position from his own teammate. Jimbo is now under threat from Apple behind. Apple is going to try to put Jimbo under as much pressure as he can. He's looking for an opening, but as they enter the S's, it looks like Jimbo is able to keep Apple at bay as they now go over the bridge. Tuzi's is a real contender. He's a real threat for that podium position. Anthony, the F1 champ, is going up against this Racing Bull right now. It's Tuzi's trying to get ahead. He uses his curves, trying to go around the outside of the Ferrari, but Anthony stays on the inside. Brilliant defense from him as Tuzi's tries to go side by side, and it is contact between them. Tuzi's and Anthony both go off track. A serious blunder from both of them as Jimbo now claims 3rd position. Anthony is going to try to fight this one back. There's a little bit of contact between them as they hit into the S's. Anthony, he tried to go side by side with Jimbo over there, but it did not work out for him. He's going to try to go for it once again, using his curves to get alongside the Racing Bull into this next S's section. As they approach the bridge, it is Anthony who regains the position. And it is Apple who is next in line to try and overtake that Racing Bull. As we help him board with Tuzi's, he's going to try and get back. He's going to try to recover from that near race-ending incident. But I think we just witnessed another race-ending incident from T-Dash's perspective. It was Quangus John flying as he hit the pit lane wall. What was that? This is a very chaotic race indeed, but the race goes on. Apple is going to try to go down the inside on Matt Jimbo. Jimbo's going to try to hold on. Apple pushes Jimbo off the track. That's going to be a penalty for sure as Tuzi's tries to take that position from Apple. It is the Racing Bulls versus the Ferraris, two very excellent teams haggling it out for position. This is such an exciting race. Who's going to come out on top? Exciting things. T-Dash is putting Apple under pressure as they approach the bridge section. Jimbo makes a little bit of a blunder there as his own teammate Tuzi's slips past him once again. Apple is under threat from the Sauber of T-Dash. The rookie goes down the inside on the veteran driver. Apple, in his experience, goes for that switchback, and he actually gains the position back. What a brilliant battle between them. Light went off the track slightly there, and it leads him vulnerable to R7 as they head side by side down the straight. R7 curses, Light curses right after him as he tries to go around the outside on R7, but it looks like R7 has made the move stick as they curse once again. Down the straight they go. Light tries to go side by side. There was a little bit of contact between them, a little bit of lag contact, but both of them are fine. Both of them survive. R7 leads the race. Light is not going to give up that easily, though. He curses once again. It is a very, very close battle between the Red Bull of R7 and the Mercedes.
R7 Light is saying
Apple has been making this corner a favorite for overtaking as he sends it on T-Dash Around the outside goes the Ferrari. Around the outside goes Apple in the rain. What a spectacular move as he claims 6th from the Sauber. It is now Tuesdays looking left, going right down the inside on Anthony into turns 1 and 2. That is a very, very common overtaking spot right there as Tuesdays curses. Anthony has more power in that car though, as he now slips back into 3rd position. He defends brilliantly now against Tuesdays. Tuesdays tries to go side by side. Anthony curses ahead as Tuesdays also uses some curse, but it looks like Anthony has been able to build a gap. How long will he be able to hold that gap, however? Tuesdays is known for cutting down gaps like no other. Not a lot of drivers are able to defend against the multi-time race winner, but will the F1 champ be able to do it as Tuesdays goes side by side? He tries to go around the outside. He does so. Around the outside into turns 1. Was there contact there between them? I cannot tell, as Jimbo is now getting a little bit closer to this battle going on here. Anthony around the outside on Tuesdays. What a mega battle we have going on here. Surely one of the greats versus one of the greats. Contact between both of them. Again, as they go wide, Jimbo takes the opportunity. Into 3rd goes Jimbo. He's been watching this race for a while, but he gets that position as he now tries to defend against both of them. Anthony and Tuesdays side by side into the S's. Apple has now joined the fray as they cross the bridge. Apple is going to try to use his curves, trying to get closer to the pack right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers in this battle. It is still the Racing Bulls versus the Ferraris, but it looks like the Ferraris are the ones who are behind at the moment. Will Apple try to overtake his teammates? Will there be any team orders? I believe not. Look at that. Anthony taking a defensive line as Apple goes side by side. He uses his curves and now he is ahead. What a brilliant battle. Tuesdays had to fight tooth and nail to get up to the position that he is in now. He did not start on pole. He started further down the field than probably he would have liked. But surely it is a testament of speed that he has made it this far. Look at the number of back markers that he has to lap. Aston Martins, the whole lot, even coming up to the rear of Mr. Bryan in the Haas, a race winner himself, as Tuesdays now weaves across the line to victory. Light, who started in pole, he's gonna have to settle for P2, but that helps him in his championship battles. As now Jimbo, he's gonna try to fight this one. He's gonna try to fight to the very last lap against Anthony. As Anthony curses ahead, looks like Anthony is just too far out of reach. As Anthony spins, Anthony loses the car, and I believe it's to his tires. Whatever strategy he went for, it's not working out. As you can see, he's just trying to get his car to navigate those corners. He's limping into the pits. Does Anthony into the pits now. Apple is going to inherit a couple positions there. He's going to love those extra points for himself as Jimbo now crosses the line to finish 3rd, the final podium position. Great race for the Racing Bulls as Apple now crosses the line for 4th and Anthony in 5th. Not the result that he wanted, but a great result for T-Dash, who brings it home in 6th. We're on board with Stefan. He's going to fight to the very final sectors against Quengus, but it looks like Quengus John is going to hold on. Stefan attacking to no avail. The results are in for Violet Hill as we look ahead to Chiliad now. It's going to be Light versus Tino in the Drivers' Championship battle. Who's going to come on top? Stay tuned.